All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the 125-foot Atlantis. I'm Captain Jeff. I'm here with Captain Stewart for another of our virtual whale and dolphin watch trips. It's not a very pretty day here, folks. We've got wind, we've got rain, we've got a little haze, a little fog, a little bit of everything. No snow, but we are out, we are underway. This is a public cruise. We have folks aboard. Welcome aboard. So in the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy the cruise.
I put long pants on.
I wish I had long pants on. It's not a very nice day. How's our lens here today? Pretty clean. Sure. Clean for you guys here. How's that? There we go. So we are underway here, ladies and gentlemen. We are just outside the Cape May Canal entrance. Once again, you are aboard the 125-foot Atlantis, part of the Cape May Whale Watcher fleet. I'm Captain Jeff here with Captain Stewart. On deck today we have naturalist Kristen, we have Reno Randall, and we have a newcomer today, Corey, in the crew. We just left a couple of bottlenose dolphins just outside the inlet here. It was not a very good pod, so we are continuing to search here. If you look inshore, you see the Cape May Lewis ferry here, the Delaware, coming back from Lewis, Delaware. I do want to apologize for getting to the virtual broadcast here a little late. I know I said 1:15, it's 1:40. I am sorry. We've had some technical difficulties and not the greatest of conditions. Beautiful and sunny in Sussex County. Well, we are not in Sussex County. We are here in Cape May County. Just some updates, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's going on down here in Cape May, but stores are open here with limited capacity, so you can go shopping now in Cape May and Cape May County, and I think most of the state of New Jersey now. Restaurants are open now with outdoor seating, so you may want to check in with your favorite local restaurant. Many of them are open. They are, of course, all open for takeout still. Many of the outdoor restaurants, though, restaurants that normally wouldn't have outdoor seating, have outdoor seating. The ones that do have outdoor seating have increased outdoor seating, such as Mayor's Tavern right across the street from us, or Lucky Bones. They have outdoor seating right now. So they're doing as much of their menu as you normally could have, and you can still be there. You can have a beverage, you can have an alcoholic beverage, you can have your dinner, you can have your lunch. So definitely we want to check in with your local restaurants in Cape May or the Wildwoods here. Everybody's opening up. And I realize it's a pretty cloudy day here today, folks, but honestly, we need the rain. I don't know how many of you are gardeners or farmers out there, but it's been pretty dry.
It's a perfect day in England.
Foggy old London town? I don't know about that. Once again, we're out on a public cruise today. We do have folks aboard. We are still limiting our capacity. We are requiring a face covering of some kind to come aboard. Ooh, we just had an osprey dive in just offshore of us here. But we're going. We'd love to have you. We are doing 3 trips daily. Probably not going to make it out tonight with the rain and all that, but this weekend, full schedule, 3 trips daily, 10 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a 3-hour whale and dolphin watch, and 6:30 in the evening. And in other news here at the Miss Chris Marina, there's, multiple things that you can do at the Miss Chris Marina. Everything at the marina is open now. The Dancing Dolphin gift shop is open and you can go inside. We have a limited occupancy rate, but you can go and shop. The kayak rental with Captain Bob there and the stand-up paddleboard rental, they are open. They have been open throughout this. It's actually a great way for social distancing. Birding by boat aboard the Osprey with Captain Bob, that's open. You can go aboard there and check out the back bays and explore those with Captain Bob. The Sea Star 3, they're going every day at 9 a.m. for a 6-hour fishing trip. They've been fishing Cape May Reef the last couple days. I think the winds had them in here, but you can always check in with Captain Chuck for a recent report at 609-884-3421. And the Miss Chris is back up and running, our 4-hour fishing boat, doing half-day trips, going every day at 8 a.m. and at 1 p.m. In fact, it's just offshore of us here today because of the conditions. He's fishing at Cape May Point. There's also been some small weak fish down at the point. There they are, just offshore of us here.
If we get closer, we'll give you a close-up.
Hi from London. One of the folks tuning in here is from London, Nicola. Hello back.
Might be nicer there today than here.
We have some folks from Boca Raton, Florida. Saw some folks from Harrisburg, PA also tuning in. Welcome aboard. I have not been doing too many virtual whale and dolphin watch trips here, ladies and gentlemen, because I have been busy with the Miss Chris and doing a lot of painting. And also some aluminum fabrication with our welder, Farouk. He's actually here tuning in. So we've got some new benches on the back of the boat, some other new improvements we've made to the Miss Chris. We're calling her Miss Chris 2.0 because of how much we've changed and altered this year and improved. All new cabin headliner in the pilot house, the new benches, changed out some lights, changed out the overall seating on the back of the boat. Many improvements aboard the Miss Chris this year. So we're coming up on the concrete ship here. Up ahead on your left here, where the folks are gathered at the beach here and the cars are parked, this is Sunset Beach. Every evening here at Sunset Beach in season, we have a flag lowering ceremony, a different flag every evening for a different fallen veteran. Sunset Beach is also an excellent spot to pick up Cape May diamonds. Cape May diamonds are a smallish stone which can be heat treated, polished, and made up into costume jewelry. If you look closely today, got a few people bending over and picking them up. It's that kind of a day. Also on our left, offshore Sunset Beach, you can see the famous wreck of the concrete ship, the Atlantis. The Atlantis was 210 feet in length, commissioned back in June 1919. She was part of an experimental project during World War I to build ships out of concrete instead of steel due to a shortage of steel. She made several transatlantic crossings as a cargo ship. After being decommissioned, she was being brought here to be used as part of a ferry breakwater system. During a storm, she broke loose from her tow line, she ran aground there, cracked in half, and she's been there ever since. Once again, constructed entirely of concrete, reinforced with steel rods. And inshore on the left, tall concrete cylindrical tower. That's a World War II fire control tower. It was used during World War II primarily for spotting German U-boats, and there were quite a few to be seen. Thanks, Nancy. Happy to have you tuning in. Working our way down beach here towards Cape May Point. Just see the lighthouse on the other side of the peninsula here. Little haze around today. Don't know how long the broadcast is going to be here today, ladies and gentlemen, with our weather conditions. I know you want to get out, and I know you want to look around. It's a tough day, though. We've had a northeast wind blowing for the last 3 days. It's down a little bit today, so that's a little bit of an improvement. Still hasn't been too nice, though. We love showing you our videos of dolphins and whales. Working our way to the point offshore of us. Come on, focus. There's the Miss Chris offshore of us. She's got a brand new red hull this year. Again, that's the 4-hour fishing boat from the Miss Chris Marina. There's also a 6-hour fishing boat at the Miss Chris Marina. Kayak rentals, stand-up paddle boards, skiff rentals. If you want to rent a little boat and take 4 or 5 people out, you can do that. Birding by boat on the Osprey, and of course the full whale and dolphin watch schedule here with the Cape May Whale Watcher. Thank you, Joe. We can't wait to have you back on the boat too. Working our way to the point here. Community Inshore on your left here. This is known as the borough of Cape May Point. Wasn't always this way. It was actually founded by Philadelphia's very own department store magnate John Wanamaker as a Presbyterian religious retreat known as the borough of Seagrove. Remained the borough of Seagrove for only 5 years. Then it was changed over to the more popular borough of Cape May Point. Oy. We're already starting to feel that wind here, folks. So we're working our way to the point and wrapping around here. Not even bothering with the stabilizer here today for the camera because the wind will just blow the camera right around. So that's why it might seem a little more choppy on the video here today. We have some folks tuning in from Allentown, PA. Happy to have you aboard. This is reminding me of one of the last trips we did on the Viking with Captain Stewart and I before we started taking out the bigger boats here. We were out in the middle of the bay looking for a whale back in, I guess it was May. Was it late April or May?
I think it was late April.
I think it was late April. Looked pretty similar to this, so we're having an April day here in June.
It's going to get nice again on Friday.
Are they planning on tearing down the nun's house here, the
What
convent?
the story is,
That's what the story is.
they want it to go back to the way it was before it was there.
They want to return it to being a natural area, is the latest thing that we have heard, Lisa. We're not happy about it either. Not at all. It's been there as long as I can remember. Since 1890. Coming into view on your left here, you can see a white building with a red roof. This is St. Mary's by the Sea, now a Sisters Summer Retreat, home to the Sisters of St. Joseph. It was built as the Shoreham Hotel in 1890 by John Wanamaker and then sold to the Sisters in 1909 for the small sum of $9,000. You gotta hand it to them. They know their real estate. It's one of the few places on the East Coast where you can see the sun rise over the Atlantic Ocean and set over the Delaware Bay. Back behind St. Mary's, you can see the famous Cape May Lighthouse. It's the third lighthouse to be built here. The first two, they were lost to the sea. Third and present-day lighthouse was constructed in the year 1859. It is 157.5 feet tall, 199 steps up to the top, where it houses a 350,000 candle power light, visible at sea 19 miles on a clear night. MAC, the Mid-Atlantic Center for the Arts and Humanities, now known as Cape May MAC. They have received over $2 million in grant money to restore the lighthouse to its original sandstone color and do massive renovations to the lantern section in the oil house. For a small donation to MAC, you can make the climb to the top for a beautiful panoramic view of Cape May Point and the surrounding waters. If you're standing up here, ladies and gentlemen, you want to be holding on or have a seat, you're out in that good old Atlantic Ocean. Not too bad here at the point here, gang. Not too nice either. Kind of middle of the road.
This tolerable.
Yeah, this is tolerable. This is doable. We can find things. We can watch them in these conditions. I mean, if you have to be out on a day like today, being on a 125-foot of boat, the largest thing in the state, is where you want to be. And that's us. Focus isn't happy today.
I think I might roll up here to 2nd Street, but that's it.
Now on your left, you can see a large concrete structure up on the beach. It's a World War II gun emplacement and bunker. This originally housed two 155 millimeter Seacoast artillery guns, and they had a 12-mile range. Now, what's more important than what it is when and where it was built. It was built in 1942, 900 feet back from the nearest water's edge and underground. That's how much land erosion we've suffered here over the years. Truth be told, it's even worse than that, gang. Right now, you're sailing over top of the remains of an old Victorian village known as South Cape May. All that's left of South Cape May are the streets and the foundations of some of the old homes. They are underneath of us from this Victorian-era town. South Cape May was originally marketed to the African-American community. One land developer, attempting to attract attention to this low-lying area, put up a wooden and tin-side elephant here, a lot like Lucy up in Margate. This was called the Light of Asia, but it was torn down just 15 years later. I remember when you could still fish off the bunker too, and then I remember when they closed it, but in the 80s you could still fish off the bunker. There was water around it. I remember being able to go on a party boat and fish right next to it, just about. Starting to feel that swell rolling down the beach here.
Only coming down from Long Island. There we go.
Yeah.
Starting to whistle up.
You guys want to feel like what it feels like outside here? At least listen to the wind blow. There you go. Hang on. Here we go. There you go. Now you're on a boat ride. Come on, focus. Yeah, I saw him point two. I didn't see anything though. We're coming back this way. We are coming back this way, so.
That's what I thought.
Up ahead here, this is the city of Cape May. Cape May is a very historic city dating back to the whaling days and beyond. It originally was a 2-day journey down to Cape May from the then capital city of Philadelphia. First day down as far as May's Landing. Second day down to Cape May by stagecoach. Today, the entire city of Cape May is a National Historic Landmark for its unique collection of Victorian homes and hotels. Once again, if you're standing up, you gotta be holding on, gang.
If I knew it was going to be this good, I'd have come down in front.
Well, with reports of fishing boats like they had there, I don't blame you for coming this way. I think we're bound for the bay today.
Tide's coming in. When they tie together.
Here. Now once you get out in the bay.
Oh, no.
This is the nice part then.
This is the good part.
Yeah. I was going to say, we had wind against the tide yesterday afternoon fishing there, and it helped slow the drift down, but it didn't make it very nice the further you got from the point.
You know, I got out the Brandywine and it didn't seem very nice out there.
I betcha. Did you see that?
Well, what?
I swear I just had a spout up ahead of us.
I'll just keep going then.
Right on this line.
Well, that's why I'm here.
It looks substantial. Honestly. I'm serious. Could just be the guys didn't clean the windows very well, but level with Convention Hall, I would say.
Well, we'll get you signed up for rehab.
Come on. Give me a break.
All that painting you did?
Buddy. You want it painted, I'm painting it.
Brain's turned to jello.
Coming into view over on your left there. Large yellow hotel with white pillars, that's Congress Hall. It's the third Congress Hall to be built here. The first two, they were lost to fires. The second in the Great November Fire of 1878. That same fire, it destroyed over 30 acres of downtown Cape May. The third and present day Congress Hall was constructed in 1879. It's L-shaped for maximum ocean views, and it features a wraparound porch and white pillars, both trademarks of the Victorian hotels of its day. In 1882, Congress Hall was the site of 7 evening concerts held by John Philip Sousa and the Marine Band. It's said that on opening night, over 3,000 people gathered on the front lawn of Congress Hall to hear his rendition of the Congress Hall March, a piece he had composed just for the event. We got a little rain today. It's been off and on. Spotty showers, I guess you would say. Looking at the forecast, it's just today and then a little bit maybe in the morning tomorrow, and then after that it looks great as we move forward.
Get it out of its system. Get it over.
And maybe I didn't have a splash. It could have, or I thought it was a spout. Maybe it was a gannet diving in or something. Not too many of them left this time of year, though. It's about the right location.
I'll put a brace on.
Around 2 mile bridge, 4 girls inbound, like
mean, at this rate, we're going to be at the inlet. Tide's coming in.
Tide's coming in.
And sure, on your left, the large building with the big window in the back there and the green roof. That's our brand new convention hall here in Cape May. It's the third convention hall to be built here. First two, they were lost to the sea. All the homes inshore for the next several city blocks. These are all classic examples of Victorian architecture at its finest. All of these homes were built between the 1860s and the 1870s, the height of the Victorian period. They're capped off by the white building with the red roof, the red awning, and the American flag up top. That's the Sea Mist Inn, arguably one of the most photographed homes on the Cape May beachfront.
We got some dolphins over here on the right.
Maybe that's what I had, a spout from a dolphin.
Don't know.
Let's see if we can get the stabilizer thing hooked up here, because the phone's dying quickly. This Facebook Live drains your phone here, folks. Bear with me. Actually,
Got a few dolphins here, guys. Up ahead, right in front of the boat. Throw the brakes on here, take a look around, see if there's anybody else with them. Right in front of the boat. There's Flipper. Got some more over on the left-hand side, about 3/4 of the way to the beach. Up ahead of us on the left, diagonal. It looks like they are coming down the beach. So maybe we did come the right way.
I'll be back.
We knew that.
Okay.
More over there.
okay. Yeah, coming to us.
There,
Nice.
there.
We got dolphins.
I planned it that way.
I'm seeing things, huh? I see how it is. I am seeing things. I'm seeing dolphins. Look around, gang. They're here. Just had them go down left side up ahead of us here.
All in the planning.
Just keep looking around here, gang.
When we turn around and go the other way, they're gonna love it.
Pod was working towards the front of the boat on our left, and there's more beyond that up ahead left side here. Let's see what we got.
Got a nice group over there. Right in line with a grand going towards the point.
Oh yeah,
About 10 of them.
okay. Yeah, I got it zoomed in
I
here.
think that's what you want. Circle around behind them, boys.
I do apologize if the broadcast cuts off here, folks. I've got it plugged in and charging here and in the stabilizer view here, but I've had that not work before, so it could be the battery dies right in the middle of this, and I do apologize. This pod of dolphins was just up ahead of us here, gang. Hold on while we make a little turn here. I'm gonna try to put the seas behind us here. This should be coming to us on the right side here or left.
How about that, right there? Another group halfway to the beach in line with a red. What's it called?
Sea mist.
The sea mist, thank you.
Right next to us, right side here, just went down. And there's another group about half the distance out on our right, in line with the Sea Mist Inn, the white building with the red roof, the red awning, and the American flag.
Another group up ahead, halfway to Hotel Tilapia.
So a couple different pods here.
More in tight, right by convention center. Oh, there's a whole bunch over here. Okay, we gotta go in there.
I say, I thought there was a nice pot over there by the sea mist. But...
Yeah.
A couple different groups here. Left side, coming down the left side, fairly close. There's a calf in that group. Left side here. So right next to mom there.
You see him?
Oh, they're coming towards us.
Ready, do you see him?
So what are we looking at today, gang? Are we looking at dolphins or porpoise? What's the difference?
Oh, come on, we just proved this, Dustin.
A lot of people think dolphins and porpoise are the same, and they're not. Today we're looking at dolphins, not porpoise. See, dolphins have a beak which sticks out the front of their body. It makes them appear like they're always smiling, and they have cone-shaped teeth.
They're coming towards us. You see them, friends?
Porpoise have a blunt head and spade-shaped teeth.
Look, and they stay in the water, too.
Dolphins are also larger than porpoise, right next to us here. You know, another way you can tell the difference between a dolphin or a porpoise is just by the time of year you get to see them here in Cape May. Around the middle of April, they stay with us throughout the spring, summer, and fall. They leave here around the middle of December, and the dolphins do this because they like the water 50 degrees or warmer. Our water temperature out here today is actually 65.3 degrees. Porpoise, on the other hand, you don't see porpoise this time of year in Cape May. If you came back out in January or February, you could see some harbor porpoise. We'd be out here in 38-degree water, and there would not be any dolphins that time of year. We've sailed past the first group here.
All right. I'll go back.
I saw some over towards the sea mist.
I thought they were coming down this way, though.
They're going a couple different directions. All the groups on your left were swimming towards the boat. So.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to look back behind us here, gang. As I mentioned before, dolphins are in constant motion. They will not stay in one place for us. They're not going to pose for you. Right side here starting to surface, and now they're coming towards us on the right. 2 o'clock here.
Club on the beach there. Right
Come
side.
on, Dustin. They're coming towards us. They're coming towards us. Right there, you see it? Coming towards you, Freddie.
It's breezy. It's definitely breezy.
Yeah, that's what it is, breezy.
Blustery?
Yeah.
What are these guys doing?
Right, coming down here. Right out the door.
Out the door. Okay.
Out the door.
One thing you'll have on a windy day, folks, is things happen a little more quickly. Definitely more quickly. Dolphins are moving around a lot quicker. The boat reacts quicker on the wind here. So we're trying to get you an even view here. Lots of wind. Gotta give it a chance. Now, we left the dock. We said we were leaving on a cetacean spectacular. Back behind us here, left side, just had a couple on the surface. That term cetacean refers to a group of 80 different marine mammals, which are broken up into 2 suborders, toothed whales and baleen whales. Bottlenose dolphins, they are toothed whales. They are grouped in with other toothed whales. That includes other dolphins, porpoise, orcas, pilot whales, belugas. Those are all toothed whales. larger whales like humpback whales, fin whales, right whales, blue whales. Those are baleen whales, which do not have teeth. Up ahead, left side here, fairly close. In lieu of teeth, the baleen whales have baleen plates in the roof of their mouth. They use the baleen like a big filter. They filter their food out of seawater and then swallow it whole. Right next to us, left side here. Got a group back behind us on the left here, and there's another group up ahead of us on the left. So 2 pods here for sure. Left side on the surface. Have you ever thought about how a dolphin sleeps? Not really, right? It's important. Think about a sleeping dolphin like this. Dolphins, they're marine mammals. They've got a surface to breathe air. They breathe air like we do. We can't lay down on the ocean floor and take a nap, right? Neither can the dolphins. There's another pod offshore of us there, beyond this group on the left, about 100 yards out. Now, for years, scientists knew dolphins are cetaceans right next to us, left side here. This group's back up. And they witnessed other cetaceans, like humpback whales, doing something called logging when they were tired. Logging is a pretty simple process. They float up on the surface with their back exposed to the air so they can breathe while they sleep. Humpback whales can do this because they're comprised of a lot of blubber. Blubber's a fatty tissue, and we all know fat floats. Dolphins, on the other hand, dolphins have more muscle tissue. Dolphins are more dense than water. If they stopped swimming, they would actually sink and drown. Hard to believe for one of nature's best swimmers, and it puzzled scientists for years. So finally, a Russian scientist had 2 dolphins in captivity. He hooked them up to a brainwave machine and solved the mystery. He discovered dolphins have the ability to isolate either hemisphere of their brain throughout the day. Right next to us, left side in the front here, there's another group coming in. So throughout one part of the day, the dolphins are swimming on the left hemisphere of their brain only. The right hemisphere is turned off or sleeping. Throughout another part of the day, they're swimming on the right hemisphere of their brain only, and the left hemisphere is turned off or sleeping. And throughout more rigorous activities like feeding and or mating, dolphins are operating on both left and right hemispheres of the brain at the same time. Unlike man, we all know when it comes to mating, man will be operating on no hemispheres of the brain. Brings up another interesting topic with dolphins, though. How about their mating behavior? Did you know that dolphins are some of the most sexually active creatures on the planet? Unlike other animals that only mate with the females in heat, the dolphins, they mate 365 days of the year. They mate for fun and recreation. Some male dolphins, believe it or not, they've been known to mate 5 to 7 times a day. Gotta love those dolphins. It's a whole new spin on that theory about coming back as a bird in the next life. You got these 2 groups have come together out on the left side here, and then there's that third pod beyond it, out on the left. Nice group, left side here. left-hand side here, gang, so you don't have to be blown away. Groups, we're working from left to right. There's a pod out on our left also, just surfaced there, up the beach from us. And I believe there should be another group surfacing back behind us, left to right here. Turn here. Hold on, we're rocking you.
Right there, there.
Group up ahead of the boat, group on the right side, fairly close here. In the front of the boat, right side. So a group on our right and a group on our left ahead of the boat here. Actually, it looks like they're swimming towards each other. And another group over at your 11 o'clock there, a little further out on the left. So we're kind of between them here, right and left side here. I mentioned we photo-identify the bottlenose dolphins here in Cape May. We do this through an internship program at Stockton University up in Pomona, New Jersey. The interns come aboard in the summertime, a couple days a week, and they photograph the dorsal fins on the dolphins. That's the fin on the back of the dolphin. You see it every time they're on the surface. Their dorsal fins, they are unique. And you can tell the difference between each dolphin by their dorsal fin. It's like a fingerprint for them. So we can catalog them and count them, recognize dolphins from year to year, which ones return. With that information, we can also then compare our catalog of bottlenose dolphins with others up and down the East Coast because they are migratory. They leave in the winter time. And we can find out where do they go. Turns out the dolphins here in Cape May, they spend their summers here in Cape May and they spend their winters in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. We had him here on the right. Looking out the right side of the Atlantis here towards Cape May. Worked our way down the beach. This pod of dolphins is riding the tide here and the wind into Delaware Bay. So we started out up by the convention center there. We're down past Congress Hall, just about to the cove now. Dolphins coming back towards the front of the boat. I believe I saw Leanne. My Mrs. Stewart is tuning in here today. See, Jerry's tuning in. Wish you were aboard here today, Jerry. Though I do recommend a less windy day. We've got a rough one for you here, gang. It's blowing a good, still 20 mile an hour out of the northeast. We've had rain, we've had wind. We got dolphins now, but it's not the nicest day. Then again, what else are you gonna do on a rainy day, right, gang? Look at these dolphins. Beautiful pod here, left side. Right at our, now this is the 9 o'clock, left side of the Atlantis here. It is a little chillier today. Here I thought it was summertime. I got my shorts on, but we got the heat on here in the cabin. Just a little bit to take the edge off. Hot chocolate, hot coffee. All takeout style. right out in front of us here. Got one pond crossing the front of the boat here. Who's on the left should be up. Back behind us, left side a little bit here, over here. Basically, middle of the boat, left side. You may have noticed the dolphins show no fear of the boat. Why is that? It's a big boat. Well, we're out here 3 trips a day, 7 days of the week. In a normal season, we start out in March doing that. The dolphins, they know the sound of the boat, the sound of the engines, even the sound of my voice. They know us, we know them. These are our local dolphins. You see them year to year. Straight out left side. Now, I've told you an awful lot of information about dolphins in a short period of time here this afternoon. I don't expect you to remember everything about the dolphins. But if you can remember one fact about dolphins, let's remember this. How about where are we? Where are we right now? We're out in the Atlantic Ocean, right? No doubt about that one. Where are the dolphins? Same place. They're out here. They're in the wild. They are free. Dolphins like this in the wild, they can live 45 to 50 years out here. Now the dolphins you see out in captivity, like in a Marine Mammal Park show, they're not so lucky. Typically, for every 1 dolphin you see out in captivity, there's been 3 dolphins captured. The first 2 die in the first 90 days of capture. The last one lucky dolphin you see in a show only lives to the ripe old age of around 5, and that is it. So what are we getting at? It does not matter whether you're on this boat or somebody else's. What really matters is the well-being of the dolphins. This is where they belong, living out their lives the way the Creator intended them to live. Not swimming around a little concrete tank in endless circles where they go blind from swimming in chlorinated water and die off from other eye-related diseases. No way, gang. You want to see them? You want to see them here. Even on a windy day. Dolphins do not do well in captivity. It's a proven fact. Anybody aboard? You ever hear of a TV series from the 1960s and 70s called Flipper? How many dolphins do you think starred as Flipper? About 5. Now, Flipper's trainer was a man by the name of Richard O'Barry. Rick O'Barry went from being the foremost dolphin trainer in the nation to becoming the most outspoken advocate of freedom for all dolphins all over the world. He's still very active today. If you want to know what he's been up to or how you can help out captive dolphins worldwide, check out his website, dolphinproject.com. Up ahead, left side, swimming towards the front of the boat here. We're still kind of sailing down the beach here with the dolphins and the tide. Speaking of sailboats, it's us today, right? Well, we'll be cruising ahead with the engines out of here. It's got to be like 4 knots sideways here. Last check, I checked, the weather does look good for the weekend here, gang. So maybe it's getting it out of its system now. I think I saw a question in there about the 4th of July fireworks.
Jeff Stewart.
The answer is we don't know. We're working on getting confirmation of that, and all I can say is just keep calling the booth and asking Bridget or Whitney and finding out. Okay?
All right. No, I got it. I'll call you right back. Your name, sir? Randy. Okay, I'll give you a shout. All right, thank you.
In any case, gang, I think we're going to be wrapping up the live broadcast here. The phone is dying, and instead of just being cut off, I'd rather sign off. So once again, you're here aboard the 125-foot Atlantis. I'm Captain Jeff. I'm here with Captain Stewart at the helm. On deck today, we have Reno, our naturalist Kristen, and a newcomer with us, Corey. And we're out on a very windy and gray day with some dolphins here off of Cape May. If we find something more interesting after the phone charges up here, we will be tuning back in so that you can check it out. Updates on everything going on in Cape May. Restaurants are open with outdoor seating. You can get beverages outside, alcoholic beverages, your food, everything is available. All the stores are open, okay? Stores are open with limited occupancy. The hotels are open, and they will be opening, I believe, to 100% capacity as of the 19th. This is an update we just had today. So that's going on in Cape May. So there's lots to do. The beaches are open. We're open. You can go whale watching, dolphin watching. You can go paddle boarding or kayaking. You can go fishing on the Miss Chris for 4 hours. You can go fishing on the Sea Star 3 for 6 hours. You can go birding with Captain Bob and do a back bay tour on board the Osprey. Lots of stuff to do. I know the jet ski rentals are open. I've seen some parasail boats out. So come on down to the shore, folks. We'd love to see you. Until next time, this is Captain Jeff signing off.